What's going on, everybody? Letting that beat ride a little longer. What's up, everybody? Dude. It's time for the Binge Boys Podcast. It's Monday, whatever date it is, July 26th. Man, where is the year going?
Oh, good. I just start
a lot of people say it's come, what, and gone.
Okay.
That's what some people already say, starting off rocky.
Oh boy.
What's going on, Tanner? What's going on, Matt? We're back in the saddle.
Oh yeah. Again, back in the saddle again.
We're back.
We're back.
All right, we're back.
Okay, we're back.
Don't come at me, Will DeFreeze. We're back, man. Episode 217 of the Binge Boys Podcast. If this is your first time listening, welcome. If this is not your first time listening, welcome back.
Yeah.
The premise is that each week, my co-hosts, Matt and Tanner, and I, we break down the hottest in TV and film. We sprinkle in some video games and some pop culture, maybe some sports. We kind of leave that to the dude, what about sports guys to discuss, but we'll sprinkle some stuff in here and there, as well as video games, music, and whatever, you know. We do it all here.
Oh yeah.
But we mainly do TV and film. Every Thursday an episode comes out where Matt and Tanner, or Emily and Megan, or Griffin and Tanner, or just me, myself, in the future, Bay is going to be on to discuss her favorite movie, Dirty Dancing.
Ooh.
But
that'll be the time of your life.
It will. Hey, you're right. She giggled at that in the background. So, So points to Matt there. Kobe. So, but that's in a few weeks. But this week we've got a episode featuring Tanner and Griffin, and we're discussing the 2007 hit Transformers.
It's a goofy ass episode.
It's a goofy episode, but it's fun to discuss Transformers.
It's a goofy ass movie, so that's a really good episode for it then.
Yes, absolutely. Goofy ass movie with some goofy ass hosts. But anyway, each week on a Thursday, an episode will drop of the run through, and basically those co-hosts and I will discuss a movie in full. We'll break it down piece by piece, talk about what we love, talk about what we hate, talk about what works, what doesn't, what aged the best, what doesn't, all of the above and everything in the middle. It's a lot of fun. We got some really good ones coming out. Next week, I believe, is Oblivion. Tom Cruise and Morgan Freeman not hit movie from 2013, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were just talking about the Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Nah, sadly not. Although a video game series would be fun to run through here and there.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of tight.
I'm reserving the right to that. Too bad.
There you go. And then we've got, after that, Scream, the original Scream, both of which star Megan and Emily and I. And they're really fun episodes because Emily really rides hard for Oblivion. And Megan and I watched it for the first time. And it's not a great movie at all. It's quite trash, to be quite honest with you. So listen in to hear Emily try to defend this movie, which didn't work out well in her favor. So be on the lookout for that. Guys, I don't know if you've heard, but it's Watchdog Week.
Watchdog Week.
Wait, it's not podcast week, it's Watchdog Week?
Both.
No, Matt, damn it. It's how novice of you, Matt, to think that it's not podcast week.
I'm just a fool.
How foolish of you, Matt. It's podcast week, but it's also mainly Watchdog Week. Shouts to Bay that's about to cross the frame. Unless she crawled. I thought you were about to get down and crawl, so you weren't featured. Oh my God. Oh, okay. You weren't. Okay. Shouts to Bay. Also shouts to Dr. Pepper Zero. Not a paid ad, but Dr. Pepper Zero. Yet. The Coke Zero competition, Dr. Pepper Zero. It slaps.
Delicious.
It slaps.
Speaking of
it hits Dippy.
Yes, it does.
I'll get into this in my Beyond the Binge, but I've been watching a lot of network television, so I've been seeing a lot of ads for Dr. Pepper Zero. So good to know that they're worth it. Good to know they're hyping a good product. A lot.
It's different, but it slaps. But future paid ad from Dr. Pepper. But
I
not
hope so.
today.
I drink more product than anyone on this planet, guaranteed.
Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
Tanner is an addict.
I take 2 liters now.
2
at
liters.
the start of my shift, and I pour it into a cup throughout the whole shift.
That's not great.
But it's so good.
Okay.
Wild Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway.
No cavities.
Big Dr. Pepper guy. Hey, no cavities?
Still.
That means you brush your teeth like a champ.
I guess. That's a lot of soda, though. You think it offset that 2 brush teeth of a day, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Your
sorry.
stomach lining must be trash.
It is.
Your urine must not be crystal clear like it's supposed to be.
It's not.
But it's Watchdog Week, and we've got exciting announcements coming from the Watchdog Media Instagram. So go follow to check it out. The first announcement just dropped a few minutes ago as of us recording. It's nothing major. Well, I mean, it is major. It's a big day for the Lewis family. I'll say that.
Major
go check
dog
it out.
alert.
What was that?
Major dog alert.
Major dog alert. Major Dern alert. I'll leave it at that.
Ooh, there it is.
But hey, you want to hear something, Tanner?
I would love to hear something.
I'd love to tell you something about one of my friends, and that friend is actually our friend. And those people, this is I'm absolutely crushing this ad, but it's for Dazo. Dazo, you heard of them, Tanner?
I have.
But you haven't drank them before because they are an alcoholic beverage, and you are 20 years old.
I know, and it's kind of sad, but you know what? One day,
when you turn 21, we're gonna have a party, and it's only gonna be catered by Dazo.
One single Dazo.
One Dazo
Your first
only.
alcoholic beverage ever will be a Dazo. You can't buy that kind of advertising.
You can't. This is real life. Dazo is the world's best spiked superfruit seltzer using gluten-free vodka and all natural superfruits that are rich in electrolytes, antioxidants, and vitamins. You don't get that much from alcohol these days.
That's what I hear.
So try Dazo.
Drink Dazo.
Drink Dazo. Replenish as you party and always know exactly what you're putting inside your body. They're retailed mainly in California and Massachusetts, but you're in luck if you don't live in those states because you can just go on their website, type in your zip code, and see if Dazo gets delivered to you. And if it does, get yourself a pack. Tell them you sent us. Tag us on Instagram. If you tag us on Instagram, you will get a personalized message from Matt himself thanking you for posting that on Instagram.
I don't know if that's true, but we can try.
We can work it out. So yeah, again, drinkdazo.com. You must be 21 years old or older to consume. So not yet, Tanner. I've got a couple in the fridge, but I'm not letting you have any. Because you are 20 years old.
That is true. We follow rules here in the Binge Boysers.
We do. We really do. Speaking of rules, there's only one rule that I live by besides following the age requirements of drinking. And that is prepped and ready. Have you heard of them?
I have.
I just had them for dinner, actually. Shouts to them.
Was it delicious?
It was delicious. I had some quesadillas with some buffalo chicken.
Oh.
Damn. It's 2021, Matt. Everybody's on their hotness journey and their fitness journey, and one of the biggest aspects of that lifestyle is eating healthy and meal prepping. Are you familiar?
I am. You have to think a lot of the Olympians in Tokyo are just bummed that Prepped and Ready doesn't serve Tokyo yet.
Yeah, they're not there yet. Mainly Metro Atlanta area, but
so close.
But Tokyo is soon to come, man. Most people have no idea where to start. They're overwhelmed by options, and they don't know what meals suit them best for the goals they want to achieve. Luckily, Prepped and Ready has made that solution easy. Prepped and Ready meals delivers high-quality, fresh meals and health and fitness in mind. With a variety of healthy, low-calorie, but delicious meals, we can cater to anyone's personal needs. If you live, like I said, in the greater Atlanta area and you're interested in meal prep made simple, you can go to preppedreadymeals.com and use the code BINGE15 at checkout for 15% off your order. Binge15, BINGE15. If you live in the greater Atlanta area, they just launched a brand new website that has a really cool thing, just like the Dazo website, that if you type in your zip code and you live in the Georgia area, you can type in that zip code and see if Prepped and Ready will deliver to you. So do it. Mash that delivery button. and
man.
order prepped and ready.
They don't deliver to me. That's a
Order
bummer.
prepped and
And it's just a good thing I eat before we record, because like if I didn't, like, and you have to talk about them, and then I go on the website just while you're talking and I see all the good food that they have, it's just game over. It'd be rough.
They do. They recently just launched, I think, 3 new kinds of chicken. They've had the regular chicken. They've had buffalo chicken. Recently, they've launched mango habanero. And lemon pepper. And
Rick Ross
teriyaki.
likes that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In fact, when they announced the lemon pepper, they in fact quoted Rick Ross. So
Ricky Rose
Ross
himself?
I mean, Ricky Rose didn't do the ad, but we quoted
Yeah.
them, or they quoted them with no issue there. Shouts to Ricky Rose, lives in the greater Atlanta area. So you might be seeing a Rick Ross ad for Prepped and Ready soon. Probably not, but if we got there, that'd be tight.
Would be.
So again, binge 15 at checkout, preppereadymeals.com. You do not have to be 21 years old or older to consume.
You don't have to be 21 or older to eat food.
No, you don't.
Order prep and ready.
Luckily, you can order it at any age.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're younger than 4, you should probably order with adult supervision.
But once you
Maybe
turn
10,
5,
I don't know.
you're good.
It's probably, if you're like a kid, just
Order it with mom and dad's permission.
It's really hard.
Just mash that order button and get your dad real pissed that you mashed that order button.
Yeah.
But when it comes,
it's harder to ask.
Yeah. When it comes to the door, they can't be pissed because it's the gift of healthy meals made simple.
You just stalled dinner as a 10-year-old kid for your freaking parents. They're gonna be like, no way.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, hey mom, I know I mashed that delivery button, but meals for the next 7 days have just been ordered.
You can just be like,
you're welcome. All you have to do is pop them in the microwave. It takes 5 minutes. They've been pre-cooked, pre-seasoned, pre-thawed, everything. You just put it in the microwave for 5 minutes and it tastes like it came just off the grill.
It'll be perfect.
Not even being biased here, folks. I just had it for dinner. It takes 5 minutes. It's so easy. It's so easy.
I think he's serious.
I'm serious about it, man. I wouldn't back a product I don't like. Facts. So
Speaking
facts.
Oh,
Facts.
facts.
Well, moving on. Before we get to what's going on in the entertainment world, Matt, what you been up to? We took a week off last week, kind of. We had a little mini-sode to talk about Loki, but what you been up to the past couple weeks? Anything fun?
Yeah, some decent fun stuff. I don't even remember what I did like the weekend before. I think I was just kind of hanging. My girlfriend bought a car. That was pretty fun.
Ooh, big shouts.
Yeah, so just like fun stuff like that. And then this past weekend, we had a friend in town. My girlfriend had a baby shower.
Ooh.
Shouts to Ayla and Derek and their TBD little boy they got on the way. I didn't go. I just sort of hung around, watched some Olympics. Shouts to 3-on-3 basketball. Slovenia is just out here for necks. Yeah, man. And then just big Olympics weekend. Nothing really else besides that. Just all about the weird sports. Water polo. I just got right before we were recording. I wanted to see the biking finish in the women's triathlon. Zephyrus, she's got it, man. She's got it for US.
Hell yeah.
But we'll see. So yeah, I'll keep mine quick because I know you guys had a big week/weekend. So let's hear all about the trip to the desert, man.
Yeah, we can now say it on the air because we went to Las Vegas to celebrate our grandparents' 60th wedding anniversary. Shouts to Meemaw. We love you, Meemaw.
Love you, Meemaw.
And Grandpa, you're all right too, but mainly Meemaw.
He's a fart smeller.
He is a fart smeller. But yeah, guys, we went out to all 30, some of us, 34, 32 of us went to Las Vegas to surprise our grandparents. They had no idea we were coming. Shouts to Uncle Shane for being the diversion.
Oh, yeah.
He kept them busy, and then he told them that they were going to get some dinner one night, and then boom, all of us were there. We had a celebration, and then we stayed in town for a few days and just mobbed. And about, dude, you want to talk about mobbing? Your boy went a little crazy in Vegas. I lost everything. No, this apartment, we are being evicted tomorrow. I have no money.
You bet Watchdog.
I bet everything I own, even the shirt on my back. So your boy went some crazy off some CBD. It's legal in Las Vegas, folks. The CBD, the CBD stuff. Well, I guess not CBD. THC.
You didn't look like CBD.
Your boy went off. Your boy went off on some THC. I'll say that, and it was a good time. But we're back in Atlanta. We're back where it's illegal, so none of it came with me home. What? But we went crazy, and it was a lot of fun. Tanner, and we just mobbed with our cousins, hung with the family. Just a week of nothing, really.
We got a little family time.
We had a lot of family time, which is much needed.
Very. Except everybody got sick.
Yeah. Shouts to the stomach bug, because half of our family got sick as a dog while we were there.
The entire trip.
We didn't get to see half of them.
Dang.
Yeah. First day was a blast. First 2 days, really. And then that third day hit. Boom. Shouts to the Nabziger family that got down bad. They got some stomach bug, man.
I guess.
Tough.
And then later that week, each individual family member got it
down one
at a time.
One would go in the morning, one would go at night.
Yeah, it was bad. It was.
We'd have news when we woke up.
Shouts to baby Briggs for surviving.
Good job, baby Briggs.
Damn, Briggs.
His parents went down. His aunts went down.
It is an alpha name, dude. Briggs.
Baby
Shouts to Lance Briggs. Only mid 2000s Chicago Bears fans will appreciate that reference.
Hey, if you want to talk about alpha names, listen to all the names that our cousins have named their children. Are you ready?
Sure. Okay.
You can rank them on a scale from 1 to 10, and if you score them low, it will not hurt our feelings. I'm just curious on where the name
most
rankings.
alpha, 1 least alpha. Let's just do
correct.
it off the cuff.
Okay, so we got Briggs.
Okay, Briggs 9.
Okay, yeah, that's a tough boy name.
Yeah,
like that kid's gonna kick ass.
Yep.
Okay, next up we've got Stella.
5.
Okay, it is a girl.
Room for improvement.
Badass.
Room for improvement. Then we got Knox. Knox.
8.
That's another alpha name.
Yep.
Briggs and Knox are going to be stuffing kids into lockers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the 1 syllable is definitely like that. That bumps it up. Except Matt, that's like 2. So that's
yeah,
that's more the scale there.
And then we got Fitz. Fitz.
It's badass. Let's go.
I'll go 5. It's tied with Stella.
Okay.
Fitz is my buddy.
Okay, fair.
Shout out to Fitz. If Fitz is listening,
It just makes me think of Fitz in the tantrums, and that's just like very okay.
Fitz is not listening, so it's okay. His parents might be. Shout out to Spencer and Brittany.
Mobby, sorry.
That's okay. Fitz is he hangs with the big dogs.
He's my buddy.
He is your buddy.
He's like Tanner. Every
he's
time
like 4. How old is he? 2,
3.
Is he 3?
We'll split in the middle and say 3.
I don't know, dude. I'm the worst at, like, if you were like, hey, look at my cute kid. I'm like, cute. How's 4th grade? Like, and they're like, oh, he's in preschool. I'm like, oh, okay. My apologies.
I'll be like, he's 4. I'm like, all right, so they can talk.
Yeah. That's the most real statement I've ever heard. So, like, when do they start walking? When do they start developing their brain? Like, when do all those things happen? I don't know. When do they quit the pacifier? Like,
yeah.
All questions I can't wait to finally get the answer to when I'm a parent. And even then, like, I'm gonna be like, so when's this kid gonna start talking?
When's he gonna start earning his keep around here? Yeah,
really. When's he gonna start working? Bills ain't cheap. Better start him young.
Tell my kid, you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, we had a good time. Not much to really report. I mean, we just kind of mobbed it.
We did.
We chilled in Las Vegas. We had some fun, and that's all it is to it. Shouts to Grandma and Grandpa. 60 years, man. They've been married since they were like 17.
That's a minute.
Yeah, and they were like 75, 76. Grandma just turned 77. They're killing it.
Damn. Yeah, they are killing it.
I hope I'm married. Well, caught myself. Shouts to Bay. You guys want to talk about some headlines? We skipped a couple weeks, so there's a few in here are older news, but a few of them are also few new news.
Can I do some breaking news that's no longer breaking when they listen to this?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Flora Duffy from Bermuda in the women's triathlon is absolutely crushing it. So shouts to Flora's presumption.
Are you watching right now?
What are the odds that you're watching the Olympics right now?
No, I'm not. My girlfriend's just texting me because we were watching.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say, hey, Matt. I mean, hey, they only come around every few years. Yep. I wouldn't blame you for having them on.
No, we're good. I'm locked in. At least I'm not getting up and leaving mid-pod.
Tanner's getting a Dr. Pepper Zero.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's fun. I've had like way too many of them. People are going to think Dr. Pepper is paying us. I swear to God, they're not. Although I am going to reach out after this episode and be like, this is all the free publicity I gave you guys.
Oh,
yeah.
The sound of a crackling Dr.
While
Pepper.
you're up, do you want to grab mine off the coaster over there?
Absolutely. Should I grab another coaster for myself?
Nah.
Okay.
You don't have to bring the coaster. Just bring me the can. Yeah, guys, we got some headlines. We got a few, so let's roll through them.
Yeah.
Numero uno.
That's disgusting.
That's on a scale from 1 to that's not needed. That's not needed.
I thought it was so crisp.
It was, but
Inhaled a bubble.
nobody's surprised about this except for maybe us. Loki got renewed for a season 2, the first Marvel show that's been announced to get a season 2.
Mm-hmm.
However, one key component from season 1 will not be back around for season 2.
Loki.
No. The director, Kate Herron.
Oh shit.
She, in a quote from her, this is also from Forbes, by the way, she says, "I'm not returning. I always planned to be on for just this. Season 2 wasn't in the picture. That's something that just came out. I'm super excited. I'm really happy to watch it as a fan next season, but I think I'm proud of what I've did here and I've given it my absolute all. I'm working on some other stuff yet to be announced."
Interesting. I feel like we can move this talk to when we talk about the Assembled, but yeah, that's really interesting. But it's not. I mean, I guess after watching Assembled, it's not quite as surprising after hearing the director talk.
Sure. So yeah, we'll just pivot Loki talk until we come back for Assembled later. So just so you know, peeps, Loki season 2 is happening. No date, of course. Loki season 1 just ended. So I guess just be on the lookout.
I'm gonna guess next year.
I don't think so. I highly doubt it.
Really?
It won't be anytime soon.
It will not be anytime soon.
What do you mean? Like how long?
Well,
Like
probably
2 years.
several years.
What?
Because think of all the stuff they've got to put out first.
Fuck. I mean, crap.
Yeah, you can cuss.
I know, but it's just that's such a bad word. But anyways, yeah. It's just so vulgar.
Who knew that Tanner had a sensitivity to bad words?
Well, sometimes when I say like the F word in front of like people that I know might be listening, I'm like, ugh, you know?
Yeah, like Mima.
Yeah.
Like Mima might hear this because I'm going to tell her like, hey, listen to what we talked about.
Grandma,
oh, wait, she didn't know I was on that CBD or THC, I mean.
That's even worse.
Like, they can't judge me. They use CBD to go to sleep.
I didn't.
That's not classified information.
It's not. I don't know.
No, they openly talk about that.
Okay, good.
CBD is 100% legal.
Yeah, CBD is legal everywhere. They just rub it, like,
and it does nothing
they rub
like
it, like, on their shoulders and their joints and stuff.
Yeah,
the CBD does nothing like THC.
I mean, it's from the same thing, but like,
yeah.
But there's no chemical in it that is the THC chemical.
Right. Yeah, no one's ripping fat
psychoactive
doinks of CBD.
That doink isn't in that CBD. Moving on, Netflix might be teaming up with PlayStation to stream video games.
What the fuck?
Last week, Netflix confirmed their plans to bring video games to the service and how it won't be an extra charge. A new report suggests that PlayStation might be in their wheelhouse of partners. So that's really that's honestly really it.
That's really exciting.
Netflix hired former EA and Facebook executive Mike Verdu to be the vice president of game development.
You got to think they just wanted the big PR swing of the two most beloved companies in America, Facebook and EA.
Got to think that there's going to be in-game purchases on these Netflix games.
Yeah.
Some Netflix loot crates. Great.
Yeah. So Netflix also confirms that they are going to be developing their own in-house mobile games for subscribers. It's not sure what their long-term plans are, but they might be coming for Microsoft's neck because Microsoft recently announced that cloud gaming service. What if PlayStation hooks up with the #1 streaming platform on the planet?
Let's go. PlayStation gang.
Let's see what happens.
We'll just see what happens. That's all the details we've got.
That's all we got here.
Let's throw it back again to Marvel. Marvel announced after the success, well, maybe not after the success. I'm sure this has been in development for a minute. But Marvel recently announced that they are opening up a smaller studios called Marvel Studios Animation.
Let's go.
Okay.
So this could possibly mean we will get canon MCU content told in animation form.
I'm down.
All right.
Easier and quicker to get out.
Easier and quicker to get out.
Depends.
True.
True.
Due to the success of that Star Wars anime show, what are the chances we see a Marvel anime?
That'd be
Probably.
tight. That'd
I
be
think
tight.
that's more likely than I would think that'd be more likely than a Star Wars one, but we're getting a Star Wars one.
That'd be tight. It says that the mini studio is going to produce more animated shows like the upcoming What If show. We're super excited about animation. And that's really all the information we have so far.
Yeah, that's really interesting because I feel like the animated show or just animated feature is definitely something that DC has had on lock for a long time. So I wonder if they'll try and, go for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, because they don't have a lot of animated movies. Like DC has shit tons of animated movies. And they don't have anything they'll go watch.
Marvel has a lot of like classic like 90s and early 2000s Marvel shows, but not like
I can't watch.
Not like DC. DC has. You guys are right. They've had animation on lock for like 20
awesome.
years.
Their animation's freaking awesome.
Yeah, their animated universe. It's almost like DC should have just pivoted to animation and done like a joint universe in animation rather than live action because they would have done wonders.
Movies are so much better.
Well, the DC kind of did with like the Bruce Timms, like Justice League and Batman the Animated Series. I think those are all technically like same universe. So ish.
Yeah. So that's all the information we really have. I guess we'll see after the success of What If, what happens next.
It's going to be a success. I'm so excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about how What If is going to be canon based off of the finale of Loki.
It could be. I mean, anything can be canon now. Who the hell knows what's going on? The universe is in fluctuating. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
There could be a universe where I exist.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I could be a superhero in like 17 other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. What would your superhero be? Or superpower be?
Probably invisibility.
Really?
Dr. Pepper consumption.
I won't burp after chugging a whole Dr. Pepper.
Wow. What a power.
It is a power.
Gonna save a lot of lives with that one.
I'm gonna save a lot of nostrils because of the burps. Okay.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done. Moving on.
Next up, ever heard of Dead Space, Tanner? Matt, are you familiar with Dead Space?
Yeah, I loved Resident Evil 4, so I found Dead Space to be a shameless ripoff of it.
Dead Space is a game that was very popular. I think there's only 2 of them. I'm not sure if they ever made a third.
I think there's
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, fact check that real quick, Matt. You might be right. I think there is a Dead Space 3.
There is a 3, yep.
Okay. Made by EA. Shouts to EA, the most beloved game company ever. We were just saying.
Nailed Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
This was before EA was obsessed with in-game purchases.
Yeah.
They started off Battlefield 2.
Yeah,
like
Star Wars Battlefront really took the L there.
At the beginning.
And then when they said, hey, Star Wars Battlefront 2 won't have in-game purchases, and then it doubled the in-game purchase rate.
That was a lot.
Star cards and bullshit to level. I couldn't even understand it, but I still played it. It was fun. Anyways.
But that takes place in space, just like Dead Space.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Dead Space was a much beloved horror series on the Xbox 360 and PS3, and it hasn't received a new entry since 2013. EA is reviving the franchise by going back to the beginning with a remake. Okay, did not know this, of the original game.
Okay.
Motive Studios, who helped with development on Star Wars Battlefront 2, is building the game from the ground up for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Oh, shit.
Will you be indulging, Matt?
No.
Potentially. It's a bit horror-y, but, I just said I played the first one in Resident Evil 4, but so... Maybe. Just depends on how it is. I feel like this could be a pretty lazy remake. No offense to EA, but also all the offense to EA. I'm not super confident in them to do it. So, Tanner, so you haven't heard of the franchise like at all, or just maybe a little bit?
I've heard of Resident Evil and stuff, but Dead Space sounds very familiar. I just never seen it or any of that stuff. Never played it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like an over-the-shoulder shooter, and kind of like the...
I like that.
Yeah, sort of like the thrust behind it is that you're on. Yeah, it's scary, and also like the aliens you're going against. You use a lot of like mining equipment as like weapons because that's like the ship that you're on, and it's really sort of centered around like cutting off the enemy's like limbs to sort of like slow because they're really really fast, and obviously it's a horror game, so you're slow as hell. So yeah, you're not just trying to like pop headshots. You're
that's terrifying.
Yeah,
while they're running at you.
Right. Yeah, no. So yeah, definitely just trying to stay alive. So I think we're good to, unless you got anything else on that remake, I think we're good to move on to the episode of Assembled about Loki season 1.
Hell yeah. What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good, like for what it was. This one was a little bit slower than some of the others.
Agreed.
A bit kind of uneven. I think that Tom Hiddleston, he's a really, really good interviewee, and especially when he's able to kind of talk about.
Yeah, he's so cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. But just some of the stuff about like the art direction of like the sets and stuff was dragging like a little bit. I definitely found myself checking my phone.
Too informative almost.
Yeah. Was there anything else about it that really stuck with you?
No, I'll be honest. I don't care about the Assembled. What the hell did you think of the last episode? We haven't gotten a chance to talk about it.
Yeah, I guess we haven't gotten to talk about it. I think they kind of botched the ending.
Really?
Here. I don't think they landed the plane.
Oh, man. I can see that though, because people didn't like how the Kang wasn't the Kang that you're supposed to see. I mean, the cool part was that was one of billions of different versions of Kang that was good. But that also is like, really, that's it? That's all that's been holding on this whole time? The chance?
Right. And I think I said this in the last episode in like my memo or whatever, but I feel like this will be one that we go back to later and sort of see this as like a really great starting point, and especially if it's going to get like a season 2 and stuff, it's just going to like sort of keep changing and be a really interesting part of the MCU.
This could be where we see we could see Kang as a big villain like in the background throughout these new movies, right? And I feel like maybe this Loki show could be where we see Kang doing things that like in the background to build up to these movies. I don't know. We never see the build up of of the villain. They just show up in the movie. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Thanos was kind of.
They just have a plan.
Yeah. Thanos was definitely like around. Like
he was. Yeah, but we never knew he had a plan. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I keep cutting you off.
You're fine.
I'm excited.
You're excited. But yeah, so I really thought that they were trying to like wrap a bunch of things up like in the second to last episode, and then they got to the last episode, then they were like, oh well, there's a season 2, we don't need to like wrap everything up, we can just kind of like touch on every point just a little bit to make you remember like, oh, that Renslayer knows she's a variant, that this B-15 like sort of continues like going rogue, that Mobius like I just felt
never
like
rode a damn jet ski.
Yeah. I felt like they just kind of didn't really like land the plane with it. Also, Sylvie and Loki's chemistry seemed to like just jump wildly, and it just wasn't quite what we would sort of come to expect from them, like in the episode, like leading up to it.
Yeah, I agree.
So do I.
Yeah, you were pretty silent there for me and Tanner, just chopping it up about Assembled and Dead Space, and then we just moved on to the finale.
We can't lie though. We're on camera, so they saw him leave.
They saw me dart. I said before we recorded I had quesadillas, and I'll leave it at that. And I was quiet for a few minutes before I got up because I was like,
"There's a storm a brewing."
Well, that, and I was like, I've been silent on pods before, or no, I have held it on pods before. This will be no different, but I got a notification from my stomach saying, "Not this time, Chief."
It was a push notification.
Stop. That's really good though. That's really good.
We were saying we briefly talked about the documentary, but I quickly expressed that I don't care about the documentary. I wanted to know what he thought about the last episode.
The last thing we could say about the documentary is the fact that if you've watched the WandaVision and
they're just as boring.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I wouldn't say boring, but you know what you're getting.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I gave it what I gave.
And if you give a shit, then please watch it. And if you don't, then skip it. I mean,
I just enjoy watching Hiddleston talk. Yeah.
I almost had this thought, like, I feel like it'd almost be better packaging to sort of have the Assembled dropped like in between like show series when they kind of had a drought, just like as a nice little member berry thing.
Yeah.
Like member WandaVision. I remember.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Like I guess like in the drought between like Black Widow and Shang-Chi or something, like drop Assembled.
Yeah, true. Because I'd love to go back. Like right now, if it came Assembled making of WandaVision, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's interesting because we haven't seen it.
It would almost encourage me to go back and watch it.
And I kind of want to go back and watch it still.
And I went back and rewatched it a second time for when Catherine, me and her, when we went on our like MCU watching journey, we got to the end of the movies and she was like, I guess I got to watch the shows now. Yep. And she watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier with me live as it was going on. But after that, she was like, oh, I'm going to go watch WandaVision. I really enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But
how was WandaVision round 2?
Awesome.
I love it. Awesome. I cannot wait to watch it again.
It's good. A few of the mystery elements are gone.
True. I feel like that's going to kill it for me.
But it was entertaining the whole time. She was asking the same questions, and I was just like, oh, you'll see.
It's not Mephisto. Like, I can give you this answer that I didn't have. It's not Mephisto.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up. That fly, that bunny, none of it's Mephisto.
I was so annoyed. I wanted to see that damn freaking devil dude.
Mephisto?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going through the MCU again.
You are?
In timeline order, so I'll be getting there soon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Loki episode 4 was awesome.
Yeah.
But I have not felt the emotions since, man. The finale for me, dude, was just it was fine. Like I knew Kang the Conqueror was going to be there.
Yeah, I did too.
I knew that but he wasn't Kang the Conqueror.
Right.
He was just Kang.
He was Kang the
he who remains.
He who remains. He was Kang the dork. I don't know. I was expecting a fight, but I think we all maybe even predicted that what if the main villain of Loki was Loki himself?
Yeah.
And he did end up fighting with himself at the end before she killed Kang.
Which she shouldn't have done that.
Which she shouldn't have done, but that's why we're getting the multiverse of madness.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I just felt meh about the show. I just realized how much I say and it's really pissing me off each time I say it.
I know. I feel that but
when we just discussed WandaVision briefly, I got so excited talking about WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't feel that way about Loki.
Yeah.
I feel very gold titanium alloy-ish about Loki. That's where it lands on my my Marvel scale. That's where it lands. Yeah. I do not care for it much. If season 2 comes back, or when season 2 comes around, I really do hope, because I love Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
I love him too. Yeah.
If the documentary did anything for me, it was just show me how much Tom Hiddleston loves playing Loki.
Yeah, facts. That's it. I just want to see Loki.
The anecdote about him politely asking, Owen Wilson, have you ever acted in a Shakespeare production? And he had to be like, no. I am Owen Wilson.
I love how Owen Wilson was just like, yeah, I've liked the Marvel movies, and I only said yes because Mobius, that name.
Is that why?
That name. That name.
They asked me to
Mobius.
be Iron Man, and they asked me to be Captain America. And I said, wow.
I
didn't catch if he said wow at any time in there. I should have clipped it. That would have been good.
That would have been good.
You need a button that goes, wow.
Wow. I'm writing that down.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I just felt lackluster. That's the last thing I'll say about Loki. You guys can talk, because I know you guys were more into it. I was surprised to see Matt's final score of a 3 out of 5, because the whole time you guys were both giving me shit about it. It fell flat for you?
Yeah, a little bit. Just especially the ending. I was telling this to Tanner, but it just felt like they really realized they had a season 2 on the way and didn't feel the need to wrap anything up this last episode. So that just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth.
I don't disagree. Tanner?
Nope.
Any final Loki thoughts?
None. I gave them.
So
I loved it.
Matt and I just said that Loki lands in our gold titanium alloy tier.
Mine will be the one above vibranium.
Really? You really enjoyed it?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not Infinity Stone. Where do you
guys think that Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is going to land for you?
Vibranium, probably.
Yeah, vibranium to gold titanium.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it'll go any higher.
Like, I think it could, it could fight above its weight class, I think, but
I don't think. But I don't know the characters enough to. I'm going in skeptical already.
Same thing that we said with not Black Widow. Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody knew who the hell they were.
True.
And Guardians is seen as a lot of people as being one of the better movies. So
these guys are going to end up being key.
Yeah, Shang-Chi is going to be amazing.
Yeah, they're going to end up being.
He's going to end up being awesome.
Oh yeah, and we're going to be thinking 10 years from now.
Yeah. I think they will impress us, no doubt.
We're going to be like 3 years from now, we're going to be like, Jesus.
Yeah, we were so wrong about Shang-Chi.
Yeah, just like they do to us every single time with a new character.
Same with Black Widow. We all went in with mild expectations and look at it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So,
what do we talk about next?
What do you mean? What do we talk about next?
What's the next part?
Should have the rundown up.
Yeah, you should have the rundown up, you dummy.
I know what the next part is. I'm just transitioning it for you.
Oh, you are?
I think so. I think the next part.
I think.
Are you trying to pass me a layup?
Yeah. The next part of this show is.
Pass to that bitch like Stockton.
Just like I'm
Space
passing you
Jam.
a layup so you can.
So I can dunk it and talk about Space Jam, A New Legacy.
Oh God, I can't wait to trash this. I'm sorry.
Space Jam, A New Legacy. Let me give you some information about Space Jam, A New Legacy, in case you live under a rock, because this movie is advertised absolutely everywhere. And I'm thinking that there's a reason for that. Let me talk about it real quick. We'll circle back to those trailers, by the way, too, in a little bit. But let's talk about Space Jam: A New Legacy, which released a couple weeks back in theaters and on HBO Max. It was a part of that package, rated PG, 1 hour and 55 minutes. The synopsis reads as a rogue artificial intelligence kidnaps the son of famed basketball player LeBron James, who then has to work with Bugs Bunny to win a basketball game to win his son back. This movie stars, of course, LeBron James, Don Cheadle,
oh my God,
and several others. The list is too long to name. Guys, This movie was not good.
It was terrible.
It was not good. It is not good. It will never be good.
It's freaking horrible. His acting is terrible.
Let's start there. Let's start with LeBron.
LeBron is like a robot. Hey, son, it's part of the game. You need to work. Put in work. No gaming on the court. Like he just does not change tone at all.
Which, like, I don't know. Obviously he's not an actor. So at that point, but it's like, we know, like, I've seen Trainwreck. He can be funny if like he's put in the right situation, but like the script, you shouldn't be relying on the basketball player to be like the emotional heart of your movie.
No, bro, it was terrible. And MJ did well though, but he didn't have to like talk as much.
Because MJ didn't
family.
take himself as seriously as LeBron's trying to take himself here.
And he didn't have to talk
I think
to
Michael
family,
Jordan takes himself
MJ.
pretty seriously.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, at the time of Space Jam, you think he was really super duper full of himself?
Probably.
Well, actually, you know what?
Of course.
I'm eating my words here. That's total bullshit. I'm going back on that.
Yeah.
But like, he also didn't have to have so many family interactions like LeBron had. And that you got to be emotional with the family.
Yeah, that's like one of my big. It's just like a lot of this movie is just like really weird and just like didn't sit well in my head. Like we know LeBron and his family. It's like it's playing off like the audience's like known knowledge of him. So then to like cast a completely different family than the one we know. We know he has a family. Where's Bronny at?
I know. My roommate was like, "Where the hell's Bronny? Who the hell are these guys?"
Right? Yeah.
I was like,
so I don't know. Don't have a whole montage showing us that like this is the LeBron James, this Earth One. LeBron James, and then have a different family.
One of the reasons I highly disliked this movie, man, is one of the reasons that I thought that I would really like the movie. Can you think of what that is? No, it has nothing to do with the Looney Tunes.
Don Cheadle.
No, it's just the fact that this movie felt like a 2-hour commercial for Warner Brothers.
This movie is a capitalist nightmare.
This movie
was so long. Too.
You know damn well that like everyone at Warner Brothers was like, yeah, we could have all of our cinematic universes all in the same universe. We're gonna have a Game of Thrones planet. We're gonna have a King Kong, a Batman, a Justice League.
So fucking annoying. And the Wonder Woman thing.
God, it was not good.
I couldn't handle that.
So like that's another thing. It's like, okay, so this is, judging by the plot and all the other things, this is a children's movie. True. I took a note of all the things apparently are references that children will get. Children love Casablanca and Rick and Morty and The Matrix and Game of Thrones and King Kong. These are all things kids know. No, come on.
No, these are all. This is shit that I know. I'm a teenager.
This movie was not. As much as they want to try to say that it is, this movie was not made for kids. This movie was made for us.
They came out and said that after because they realized how effing stupid it was.
Man.
Okay, so then make the plot line like make sense.
I know. I feel bad because I like the Looney Tunes, you know?
Yeah.
I love them. They did great. Bugs Bunny.
Which, while reading the synopsis, made me laugh because I thought, yeah, an AI.
God, and Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle, you can do better than this, man.
Dude, my roommate was, as soon as Don Cheadle popped up, he goes, "What? Imagine Don Cheadle saying, 'Yeah, I'll be in Space Jam,' and that was the part he got."
I get to play Al G Rhythm.
Which
they went out of their way to say
it's some bullshit.
They went out of their way to say it as many times as possible, and it just got bigger cringe the more they said it.
And then,
you know how many times I cringed watching?
And then the end, man, where Don Cheadle turns into like a souped up version of himself that was heavy CGI. I was like, what is going on?
But they just turned them all to normal too.
Well, and then
on the court, they were all turned to normal.
The Goon Squad, which was made up of just modern day basketball legends didn't know who they were. Animated form.
Which I did. It was
they were Klay Thomas, Anthony Davis, and Dame.
I knew
Lillard.
that.
Dame Dollar.
See, I don't know. I don't watch.
I knew
NBA
Anthony
anymore.
Davis, but that's it. I didn't know the others.
Yeah.
But
and then I didn't know the WNBA players by name, but I'd like seen them.
Yeah, I've seen their faces before for sure, but I didn't know like when they came on screen who they were. I knew Anthony Davis immediately because of the eyebrow.
Yeah, that one I knew, and he was a Hawk.
Yeah. But man, just not great, dude. I don't know what it was too long.
Yes.
Too long.
So long.
Half of it was just like shots of the Iron Giant and King Kong fist bumping. Like, honestly, who the fuck cares, bro? Like,
I don't fucking
nobody want. The
Yeah.
world was scared when they announced a Space Jam sequel.
And especially when they saw LeBron was in it.
Oh man, and I'm not a LeBron guy. I held my
LeBron.
tongue when you guys were discussing his acting, but he might have been the worst part of this movie, man. He was not good.
The best part of this movie, Michael B. Jordan.
No, that part stunk. That part was trash.
Too. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God.
But it was funny. It was still the best
The
part of the
joke
movie.
No, it
to me.
wasn't funny.
Yeah.
It was not funny.
To me, it was
You
still
didn't
the best
laugh?
part.
I did
I
not
didn't
laugh.
I didn't like laugh, but I was like, I see what they did there.
Me and my roommate were sitting there. We were like, if this is Michael Jordan, this movie just got better. But then
Yeah.
it wasn't. And he goes, this is still the best part of the movie.
Considering that the rest of
and
the
it
movie is not
It's
great.
still shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No,
Michael B. Jordan was kind of funny.
It made that list of like things like, okay, this is a movie made for kids, and this is a reference that will clearly go over their heads in like on like multiple levels.
They don't know who the hell that is.
They don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
know
have
who
I don't
Creed
have a
is.
10-year-old, but my 10-year-old doesn't know who Michael B. Jordan is.
He
They don't
shouldn't
even
because
probably
he's
know
in
who-
bad movies.
The real Michael Jordan is.
If they better fucking know that, or else they're out of my house.
I mean, yeah,
Bro.
but like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, but like I
Yeah,
feel like
get
if
it, yeah.
Michael Jordan actually showed up on screen,
That'd be so cool.
like there'd be a stronger chance of like kids being like, "Dad, is that Michael Jordan?" Like,
yeah,
That would have been a beautiful moment.
and how many kids were like, "Dad, is that Michael Jordan?" They were like, "Well,
Well.
technically, yeah,
But no.
but it's
Um,
not the Michael Jordan."
Another pet peeve I had was so at the very beginning when we see like Kid LeBron having like the Looney Tunes backpack, it has Taz on there, and then when Taz crashes into their spaceship, he's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Come on, you know who that is."
And just
Yeah,
I'm glad they didn't do what I thought they were gonna do and have LeBron travel to each of the worlds and try to recruit. Like if I would have gotten like Henry Cavill Superman and like the Night King, like all in their respective universes, I would have been so pissed because then at that point, Warner Brothers knows what they're doing with this movie in showing their server verse or whatever, which it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
This movie makes zero sense. Why did they feel the need to rope in all of these franchises? Matt, why?
because they saw Ready Player One was a thing and was like, "Ooh, Birdman rubbing their hands together." .gif.
Like, the only real cool thing to me while watching this movie was every basketball scene, me pausing it and looking for the Warner
Yeah.
Brothers properties. Like, you could see The Mask or Jack Nicholson's Joker or The Night
Pennywise.
King or
Yeah.
Pennywise. Yeah, like,
Yeah, I just like feel bad for all of the wasted time of very talented CG artists that had to animate the background like Huckleberry Hound and just like no name like Hanna-Barbera characters.
and like the mystery gang in the background. It's like, come
Yeah.
on, man. Like, this was wasted.
It was.
Yeah,
This was
Yeah, they Ready Player One it hard.
I was just gonna say, Matt, you hit the nail on the head. They saw how successful Ready Player One was, and you're like, oh, we could do a modern
yep.
computer algorithm server verse. This
Good.
movie certified sucked.
shit.
Yeah.
I gave it a 2 out of 5. I'm changing my review to a 1.
Same. I'm doing it too.
I was always at a 1 out of 5. Just let
Deal.
the
We all
record
get
reflect.
ones.
I'm going to text our group chat and say,
Tanner and Logan.
Yeah.
Text too.
Tanner and Logan
Officially.
officially 1 out of 5. Space Jam 2. Not great.
No,
This-
not good. Not
This,
enjoyable.
this really
Bored
shifts
out- I fell asleep for 20 minutes. I missed 20 minutes of it. There's something I don't know that you guys do.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
No, as soon as the Michael B. Jordan hit, my eyes did not leave my phone screen.
I thought you were about to say as soon as Michael B. Jordan came on
honestly
screen.
couldn't tell you how the movie ended. I didn't even watch the ending. I was getting ready to go.
I honestly don't think I watched the ending either.
I think my roommate said, "Can we turn this off?" I said, "Yeah, screw it. I already sent my review."
Bugs sacrifices himself, but then
I did see that, but then we turned it off after that because it kept dragging on, didn't it?
Oh, you didn't get to see the funny pictures of the Looney Tunes on vacation with LeBron's fake family.
Big family. Yeah, I'm glad I missed that.
How much? I'm about to look up. What do you guys think LeBron got paid for this movie?
Probably a shat ton.
Yeah, he probably got a cool. Maybe not 50 million. That's a lot of money.
If I was Bronny, I'd be freaking pissed. Dad, you want to move with another
Bronny he just wants to get that draft stock go up. He knew to stay away from this.
Actually, that'll probably screw with his career being in a movie.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, so the budget of the whole movie was 150 million.
Sheesh.
It could have been a 20 million movie and been better.
This article from Screen Rant is 10 reasons that 5 reasons Space Jam 2 is better than the original.
What? We're going to have to tear this apart.
Let's see here. Yeah, none of these are good reasons. A character arc for LeBron.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess
I guess they did more writing, I guess. But that
in the same way that LaCroix has flavor,
Yeah, so Space Jam 2, man, not great.
Garbo.
Would not recommend at all, actually.
Freaking watch the first one over and over and over before you ever watch the second one.
I'm not even crazy about the first one, so
just stay away from the Space Jam franchise.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Hopefully it stays at 2.
Yeah, maybe we'll be talking about the SJCU soon.
They established it with a multiverse.
Yeah.
Kong and LeBron teaming up.
Oh my god. Yeah, I want to see. Honestly, it would have been a better movie if LeBron had went with his original team of
Superman.
Iron Giant, Superman, King Kong.
Yeah.
Give me that movie.
That's fun.
Imagine Henry Cavill and LeBron at the same time. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But instead, we got some much worse.
Henry Cavill and LeBron would have a flat line delivery contest between the two of them. Dude, I'm gonna put literally nothing. I'm gonna put less on this read than you do.
Well, yeah, guys. Space Jam 2, a new legacy. Hopefully, a new travesty. Hopefully, this doesn't do anything, but yeah, it was a new legacy. Now people are going to look at LeBron James different, hopefully.
Yep.
Meanwhile, 4 days ago, he crossed a billy. So he's now a billionaire.
I mean,
probably thanks to this movie.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Shouts to him, I guess.
And his family, his real family.
Lastly, guys, we've got an album came out by one John Mayer called Sob Rock.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I'm not a huge John Mayer guy. I didn't expect you to listen to it, Tanner.
No, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you do.
What?
If I played you a song from back in the day, you'd know. Your mom definitely listened to John Mayer. Because my mom did, and that's exactly how I know. Say what you need to say.
Your Body's a Wonderland.
Yeah, that's John Mayer. Yeah.
The Real Thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I didn't.
Gravity.
Well, I really enjoyed it, to be honest.
Yeah. I gave it a 3, but every time I've listened to it, it's gotten 0.1 higher. So if I just keep bumping it, by the end of the year, it'll probably be at a 7 out of 5.
Yeah. Did you have any specific standout songs?
I don't. I like everything about Why You Know Love Me, except that's what he says in it.
Yeah.
I like everything about it except the title line of it.
Yeah, I like pretty much all the songs too, man. I really liked Till the Right One Comes. That was a good tune. Wild Blue, Shot in the Dark. Shot in the Dark was a really good one.
Shot in the Dark's really good. I like that it's 10 songs, but under 40 minutes, like keeps it moving pretty good. I feel like nothing really sort of stays its welcome.
Yes, I agree. The fact when I pulled it up and saw that it was 10 songs, I was like, oh, let's go, John Mayer. Like keeping it short.
Yeah.
Not
really
like
good. Shouldn't Matter, but it does. That probably might be my favorite.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself, man.
Yeah, and also just the album art is just very, very cool.
It's very just
stylized.
Yeah, it's just very chill. Like it's just a vibe.
It's a whole vibe.
It's just a damn vibe.
The vibe.
You probably wouldn't like it, Tanner.
No.
But honestly, like I found myself like when it first came out, Catherine was super excited. Mm-hmm. Catherine's a big John Mayer guy.
Oh, gal. I got you.
Big John Mayer gal. And
gal.
I was like, I'm not listening to that. I don't need to listen to that. But I turned on a couple songs just to hear it, and I thought to myself, wow, I'm gonna keep it going. And by the end of it, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I fuck with this John Mayer album.
Yeah. I think it's a great, like, you're going to be sitting outside, potentially chatting with a few friends. Throw this on in the background. No problems there. Literally nobody you meet except maybe Tanner will have an issue with it.
Except for Tanner.
Have an issue listening to it.
It's a nice listen. It's very relaxing. Throw it on your way home. Throw on a couple songs and just see what you think.
We'll see. I do like pop music sometimes.
Yeah, it's very just.
It's really digestible. I feel like that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's not over the top. It's very mellow.
Yeah.
You could very much so picture it like you have a few people over, maybe a game night, a wine night. This is just on in the background.
Sure.
And every once in a while someone's like, oh, that's John Mayer, but it's not something that's overpowering the room. It's very chill. It's very chill. And that's why I liked it so much, I think. And the fact that, like Matt said, very digestible, very short, very easy to listen to. Big shouts to John Mayer. I give it a 4 out of 5. I very much so enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll keep mine at a 3 for now, just since it's still kind of working its way up. But I feel like it could definitely be on like my top 10 of the year. Just it sort of builds up to that.
I think the same. I think it could be at this point in time. I think it's in my top 10 of the year. I very much so enjoyed it.
I will give it couple songs to listen then. Send me some of the good ones.
Yeah. Look on Apple Music and the ones that have the stars next to it. Those are the ones you should check out.
Cool.
Those are good.
All right.
Before we go, but when I had to make my quesadilla exit, we missed a couple trailers.
I gotta make a Dr. Pepper exit here soon.
Well, luckily trailer talk never usually lasts long.
He goes, all right.
All right. A few trailers dropped, just worth noting, maybe a couple minutes or a couple seconds each. One of which is called Turning Red. It's an upcoming Disney Pixar movie. Man, Pixar's just pumping these things out, man. They got to work during that pandemic, dude.
Son of a bitch.
They've hit a new gear or something. It used to be years between Pixar features, but I feel like now we're getting 2 a year.
Yeah, I mean, we got Soul at Christmas. We got Luca last 2 months ago, and now we're getting Turning Red, I think, in September or October.
And it looks entertaining.
Turning Red said 2022.
Spring. Oh, I'm thinking of something else then. But still, they're pumping them out fast.
It looks entertaining, though. Look funny. I was giggling.
Yeah.
A little chuckly.
Have you had a chance to catch Luca, Matt?
No, I haven't. I really wanted to. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Still would recommend you throw it on with the GF on a show Friday night. It's very much so kind of stuck with me.
It is a good movie.
I've thought about it. I still think about it.
Did you give it a 4? I can't remember.
I think I gave it a 4.
I give it a 4.
Yeah.
Not quite top tier, but
it's good watch.
But it'll be one of those where you'll finish it and you'll go, okay, that was good, but at least for me, it stuck with me, and I still think of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it really comes full circle because that's about the triathlon as well, correct?
It is. It is. Yeah. It's true. Maybe that was planned.
Maybe.
Probably was. Disney. Those masterminds at Disney.
Them bastards.
So, yeah, I guess Turning Red is the story about a woman and by woman I mean a child, who I think she gets embarrassed and then quite literally turns into a red fox.
Red panda.
And not Megan.
What a weird.
Sorry to botch your joke there.
No, it's all good.
You just got Transformers on the brain.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
Really would love Megan Fox. Yeah, I know. This was Chandler's first time watching Transformers.
What?
I never got into it as a kid.
But it's literally made for children.
I know, and it's so
this
damn
movie
good. I could see
made
it now.
for children.
Yes, this is made for children.
Even though Transformers is kind of gritty sometimes, this movie is more for kids than Space Jam was.
Oh yeah,
and Space Jam had the fucking Looney Tunes. So Turning Red, 2022.
Turning Red, 2022.
Yep.
Jackass Forever. Jackass Forever.
Hilarious looking. Can't wait.
Do we need more Jackass films?
Not for their sake.
I just want. I don't know. We don't need more of them to get hurt.
No. Yeah, maybe this is the last one.
So many drug problems during
Jackass
these.
Forever kind of sounds like the finale.
Like Batman Forever.
Batman Forever.
It kept going after that.
Yeah, it kept going after that.
It's still going after this.
It's still going.
Currently going right now.
But Jackass Forever, I don't really have any thoughts on it.
Jesus, they look ruthless. These ones look pretty bad. These injuries. Not injuries. These.
Can't wait to see more dicks.
So, yeah, I'm going to expose myself here. I've only seen Jackass, like the TV show. I have not seen
you've seen the best
full Jackass movie.
That's fine. I've never really sat down to watch a Jackass movie. It was always like, hey, I'm going to spend the night at a buddy's house.
Yeah.
We're going to play video games and Jackass is going to be on in the background.
I thought that sentence was going somewhere else.
My friends in like middle school kind of like loved Johnny Knoxville.
Okay.
So they and they were like dirt bikers and stuff. So they always would try to like be like Johnny Knoxville, and they would like think that we were doing like Daredevil stuff, but like in hindsight, we were just stupid children.
Yep.
So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if I want to pay for it.
No.
I don't know if I'm going to pay $13 to watch a Jackass movie.
Way too much.
Way too much. Jackass is something they should screen for free in front of other movies.
Like, no offense, but like, how much different is it going to be than any of the others or like the TV show? It's just like,
it's not.
Yeah. And that's what people love about it. So, shouts to them.
Shouts to them. I guess we'll see. Think it comes out later this year.
I think so. Probably on Paramount Plus.
Oh,
I bet. Yeah.
If it comes out on Paramount Plus, I might dabble because Catherine has a subscription to that, so I might watch it for free. I don't know if I'm going to a theater to watch this one.
No, I'm not going to a theater.
It'd probably fun to be watched in the theater with a crowd, but I
want to go home.
Seems like a movie where you could have had fun watching it in Las Vegas.
Yes.
While you were
when I was off that THC.
That's what I'm saying.
CBD.
Yeah. That would be when,
CBD. Yes, that's right.
While your joints were just absolutely.
While your joints were so healed and your eyes were super healed too.
Well, last trailer, I had to make a note to shoehorn this in here, mainly because Matt and Tanner aren't thrilled about it. Army of Thieves.
I mean, this is the best one to be coming out because this guy is he was entertaining and he's gonna be entertaining. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm interested in this guy, but all the other shits, fuck off.
So this is a prequel to Army of the Dead, produced by Zack Snyder, not directed. But apparently there was plans to do a Army of the Blank universe in Netflix.
It's happening.
There's like an animated something or other coming to this as well. Well, I can't remember like who it follows or if it's a prequel, sequel, mid-queel.
You know what this means, Matt? This means that we have continuous content of Army of the Dead shit that we have to watch and review.
I'm very tired. I'm so tired.
Let's go.
Son of a bitch.
You guys are going to be big mad when Army of the Dead ends up in my top 10 movies of the year.
God, I'm going to.
Because as of right now, it's in there.
And it's not a 9.
Would you guys? Okay.
I've already forgotten about it until you start talking about
Would you rather me have Space Jam in there?
No, but because that'd be absolutely.
You would just be doing that to troll us even harder. I feel like I feel like you're legitimately a fan of Army of the Dead for the reason of which I'll never understand. But like the Space Jam, you're just going to be a contrarian.
No, Space Jam's not going to be on that list. But Army of the Dead, unless the rest of the year blows us away, Army of the Dead might be on there. And Army of the Thieves looks cool. I mean, cast looks kind of cool. Looks like a nice thriller, a heist movie,
and
which is
entertaining,
just like what Army of the Dead was, a heist movie.
Yeah, but I hope it's actually a heist movie and that there's some sort of plan and it's not just we're gonna shoot our way through. Okay, we did it. No twist.
What are the odds that we see a tiger rip a man to shreds in Army of Thieves?
It's not we might see it turn. I bet we'll see it turn,
bro. I rewatched that scene a few weeks ago of the tiger ripping that dude to shreds.
You're making me kind of want to watch it again.
Yeah, that scene alone is great.
Shit on it, just to shit on it.
That scene alone is great. Matt's done. Matt's checked out, which is fine. We're done. We're done. We were all over the place today. It's okay. That's the Binge Boys Podcast, episode 217. Follow us on Instagram if you'd like. That's where you see all the updates and the reviews and the things. I'm holding the microphone. Excuse me, a microphone in a weird way here. Tell a friend about the podcast. Leave a rating and review and tune in on Thursday for the run through of the Transformers first film starring Tanner and my brother Griffin.
Yep, that's me. And then his brother Griffin.
People are saying the run through is more than meets the eye.
Wow.
It is.
There's
a lot of we kind of go off on tangents most of the time, don't we?
Yeah, but people like that. But people like tangents.
Yeah, so it's kind of where we just go.
You got to think people also like sine and cosine as well.
Dude.
All right, we're done.
They're not talking about secant and cosecant anymore.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Time to go.
Say hey, where you at?